Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a review of the 2018 Free Comic Book Day issue of Doctor Who. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Firstly, the fact that they've got the new Doctor Who logo on this comic book. So will we see that moving forward with other 10th, 11th, and maybe even 12th Doctor stuff? I presume maybe there won't be any 12th Doctor comics anymore, considering what happens at the back of this issue. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing too special. All it has is just a still image or photos of the 11th, 10th, or 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctor. Then here it just has an advertisement for merchandise, Titan Comics website, Twitter, and Facebook. Quick bio on who is the Doctor, if you didn't know for some weird reason. Doctor Who Free Comic Book Day 2018, and it's got this nice little sort of thing, layout of what the story, or the Doctor that it has in the story, and then their page number, and also what the story's called. See that now? On the back of sorts, on the last page is the writers and artists are credited, and that. So, and then in the back it's very interesting because you've got the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. The adventure begins this fall, apparently, which is very interesting. It's very odd though, because prior to that they have this not advertisement, but reader's guide. So it would be cool to have this as like a poster, to be honest, but it's got all the 12th Doctor comics, or like different volumes and graphic novels or whatnot, 11th, 10th, as well as 11th, even 12th. And you've got some 9th Doctor ones, as well as the classic series Doctors, and then also the specials of like multi-Doctor event things. So yeah, because they have Doctor Who Comic Book Day specific sort of Doctor Who comic thing event in like September. They usually do that, although I always forget when it is, that one, so which is a shame, because then that's usually when they do like the 4 Doctors or the Lost Dimensions thing, which I totally forgot about this year. And that, so starting off, they have a 10th Doctor one, which is pretty decent. I like the imagery here. I mean, the writing's a bit difficult to read because it's quite squiggly. You got some nice artwork. I mean, I guess this one's decent if you're a big fan of the character of Gabby. I mean, the 10th Doctor really in this story that much. If anything, the 12th Doctor appears right at the end. What I do like is this image. This image of the 7th Doctor is really striking and really cool. I detest though the way Ace has been drawn. I don't like her. Like, Celeste McCoy looks phenomenal, looks stunning. It's stunning even, and that. And in my own headcanon, because he's got the brown coat, in my headcanon, these upcoming 7th Doctor stories would be based around his tenure, or the latter end of his tenure. Like, I don't think that looks like Ace at all, personally. Like, the face is it's very odd to me. Like, the face is very odd. I mean, they've got the jacket pretty precisely done, but also this is very interesting to see the TARDIS, the 7th Doctor's TARDIS like this, because from what I remember, or the interior of the TARDIS, the 7th Doctor's TARDIS, because from what I remember, I think I remember watching a behind-the-scenes sort of thing of a 7th Doctor story, and someone behind the scenes, in terms of the production team back then, did say something about originally they wanted to make the TARDIS look different and have like a design where they didn't have a bottom bit, but they just had like the time rotor and then the panels, but it was somehow hovering and that. And in the background you've got like the bookcases, and then you've got spiral stairs, which we do see crop back up in the David Tennant episode, Christmas Invasion. You've still got the seal of Rassilon as well behind the door, like in the TV movie. You've got these roundels that are very similar to both Matt Smith's and David Tennant's, I guess. TARDIS. It's very open. It's got like a back, like quite a big back thing. That might be an Easter egg of the capsule, same capsule type thing that he uses to get rid of the mastering. I do like Sylvester McCoy and how he's been drawn here. It's quite formidable, and that like look there, like striking, like even though he's ironically as an actor one of the smallest Doctors, and yet he's quite formidable. And I don't know, I haven't seen enough of Pat Troughton's era to know whether or not I would say the same about him, but he carries himself very similarly from what I have seen of clips on YouTube and that. And then that's going to be continued in the 7th Doctor Operation Volcano. And that, because they are going to do a 7th Doctor miniseries, 5-part miniseries, like they did for the 3rd, 4th, and 8th Doctor. So maybe they were testing the grounds with some of the more popular classic series Doctors being highly regarded as the 3rd and 4th Doctor. Maybe they did the 8th Doctor one just because, you know, the Night of the Doctor did fairly well and that. But then you've got the 11th Doctor story, which I thought was pretty funny. I think it's okay. It's not been the strongest lineup of stories. Like, they're all very just sort of short, really. Well, not even just short, but the David Tennant one and the one with Gabby doesn't interest me too much because I don't know her character that well. I think if you've read loads of the 10th Doctor stories with Gabby, then I think you'll like that story. 7th Doctor one, it's okay. It's just more like, oh look, the 7th Doctor's in a comic book for the first time, sort of thing. And if anything, I'm more hyped for the actual 5-part miniseries with the 11th Doctor. With the 7th Doctor, sorry. With the 11th Doctor, this one's pretty funny. You know, you've got like a thing that's very reminiscent to the 11th Hour with the food sort of thing. And you've got like this diner and cantina sort of scene like that of, you know, Star Wars and that. And I like it. It's a decent one. The 11th Doctor's characterized pretty well in this book as well. Like, he acts like Matt Smith's Doctor would, and that. So they're all right. They're all okay. And then I guess this was just in there to say, you know, Jodie Whittaker's gonna get her own comics presumably. I mean, I'm interested to know, will they still continue the 12th Doctor comics or not? Or will that be the end of the 12th Doctor comics? And then we just see Jodie Whittaker, or 13th, 11th and 10th Doctor stories and that. Because I think they're done with the 9th Doctor ones as well. Which I'm fine with. We got more than enough 9th Doctor comics. Yeah, it was good. It was okay. It was decent. I mean, for a freebie, it's good. It's better than it's not better than I expected, but it's decent, and it was a decent fun read. For a freebie, again, you can't go wrong really if you can find it at your local comic book store and they still let you pick it up for free. Then yeah, I would highly recommend picking this one up. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.